Hi there. In this video we'll be taking a look at something that PCBWay sent in, and I want to mention thank you very much PCBWay for supporting the channel and sponsoring this video. And we are talking about a Miniware MDP-L1060 DC electronic load. And I'm quite excited about this one for reasons that I will tell you in a moment. So up to this point, anytime I would need to discharge something or test its capacity or anything like that, I would use weird, I don't know, a motor, a fan, a bulb, light bulb, that is anything that can draw a current. I would use it, and I will find something appropriate for the load that needed to be used to test that particular scenario. Well, this thing will do that for me. And it's even more important because if you search online for electronic loads, you will find lots of them that are basically just PCBs with, I don't know, maybe a cooler strapped to it or some resistors. They don't have cases. They are, as I said, basically bare PCBs, and I hate those. I like to have a product like this. Everything is inside, some buttons, some connections, and that's it. I don't like to work with something that's a PCB directly, without any sort of cover. I know they work with low voltages, so it's not a problem of electrocuting yourself. I just hate it. So yeah, maybe it's just a me problem, but anyway, as you can see, this thing has a case. If you want to see a bit of info about it, so it can work in constant current, constant voltage, okay, constant resistance, and constant power. CR, I need to see what that is exactly. So 100 watts, it's the maximum. Obviously it cannot do 60 volts and 10 amps at the same time. So a combination of voltage and amps that will give you maximum 100 watts. It has some smart functions, so it has battery dynamic factory, OCP, overcurrent protection, and internal resistance test. Okay, I guess that's nice for if you are testing accus, for example. Over voltage protection, under voltage protection, overcurrent protection. OPP, I have no freaking clue. Overprotection protection, I am joking. OTP and anti-reverse. Okay, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it complies with blah 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 FCC rules. This is what we have inside. Two 4mm banana to alligator. Well, okay, that should be fairly beefy. We'll be taking a look at that in a moment if you want to scan this. So let's get to it. And yes, if you didn't already know, PCBWay is selling all sorts of modules, tools for electronics, and various other stuff, and I will link them in the description. Okay. I think we are directly greeted with the cables, and directly I like what I feel, not necessarily what I see, although I also like what I see. Only the cables were in there. These are silicone cables, and I love silicone cables because they are freaking flexible. You can do whatever you want to them, they do not care. Let's see, alligator clips. Okay, decently strong, not too strong, but strong enough. Hey, release me. Okay, that's good. Presumably gold plated. We are not sure about this. This is copper or brass, although I think it's copper by the shade of it. They even went to the trouble of using black rubber and red rubber for for the cables. Just attention to details doesn't help necessarily with anything, just attention to details. Okay, and these are branded with Miniware brand. Okay, I think we have a box in a box. That's rather interesting. This is empty now, so I will set it aside. A manual, we'll be looking at that because I don't necessarily know how to use this. And in a separate video I will be upgrading the cells in a Parkside 12-volt battery that I got, and it was basically defective from the start. One of the cells I think is over discharge and actually got to reverse charge, so it's Gansky, it cannot be used anymore. But I'm going to try and test the other cells, and I bought some cells that I want to replace those and actually upgrade the battery with bigger capacity, and I want to test those also with this load. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, I guess we have something in here. This is quite nice packaging, I must admit. Okay, so we have the warranty. Feel free at any point in time to pause and read any of these. I'm just browsing through them because I want to get the unit. I cannot believe how small this unit is. This is actually freaking cool. So the box from starters, it was small, but this is much smaller than I expected, and it's heavy. This is really nice product. So they have rubber little feet. That's freaking cool. Okay. Whoa, and a huge copper heatsink. We can hear something. Ah, no, it's just the... What is it actually? No, it's not on the outside. Something internally. I cannot... Oh, no, it's these plates. Could be the plates just making contact. Two little really cool fans in there. Tiny fans. Man, I so like this thing. Warning hot. Yeah, it is hot. So this is power in. It needs power to operate, but as far as I'm aware, it also has a built-in battery. So if power fails, you will not lose your data, and the test can continue via the built-in battery. Nice clicky buttons, nice little display. As always, one of the first things that we'll be doing is peel off the protection. That was nice, satisfying peel. Banana. So we have load plus. In theory, gold-plated contacts, but if they are or not plated doesn't really freaking matter to me. They are good quality. A connector in there, which kind of looks like most batteries, lithium battery connectors, lithium battery pack connectors, but I don't know exactly its size because I have one of those any day now in here, for example, but you can see huge. So XT60 is much bigger than this little guy, so could be a version of XT, but something much smaller. I will write on video. Man, I like this. I like this so much. And this rotary encoder keeps going, so you can scroll through menus. Okay, I want to plug this little guy in and see what it does. Ah, and if you want to use this, they even gave us the counter connector, so you can add your own wires and do whatever you want to it. Okay, yeah, really nice little device. Again, you can get it from PCBWay quite easily. Plug the phone charger into it. It can deliver much more than 2 amps, so should be good. Browsed just a bit through the manual. This is not a pick up and go type of tool. It will take a bit of learning. Also want to add, this is stackable, so you can actually buy a unit that has kind of display on it, and you can extend the functions of this and they will connect wirelessly, which is quite cool. Anyway, it seems set plus menu and it will power on. Ta-na-na-na. So we are in constant current mode and it will draw 1 amp. Let's change this. Oh no, I'm an idiot, I forgot we have this. So we can decrease the load. Most likely there's a way to decrease it with a lot more, but yeah. Okay, I found it. So if I keep the set button pressed, then the jumps are much bigger. Let's say I want to test with 0.4 amps. Again, this thing knows to do way more than I'm going to show in this initial video. This is just me playing with a new toy that I have, basically. Toy, because it's more capable than I have any clue how to operate at the moment. So in theory, what I first want to do is test some lithium cells. Or maybe play with this and my PicTech power supply. I think this could be a bit more complicated to test the capacity of a battery. It might actually need the added unit with the display on it to enter the advanced functions. This by itself can act as a load, but not necessarily as a tester. It knows how to do it, but without the display you cannot go into that menu. So that might be a future video where we also get the display itself. I will show you that info in the manual any moment now, but now for the moment I just want to give this a 0.4 amp load and see what it does. I'm going to hold it like this. So run. Fan spinning. Maybe it took a bit. Okay, so we are drawing 1.3 watts. We are constantly drawing 1.3 watts from this battery. But it cannot show me its capacity. So I will be testing the capacity of the cells for that upgrade that I was talking about with my Litokala simple battery charger that can also show the capacity. How accurate? Yeah, maybe not 100% accurate, but accurate enough for our needs. And this will be used as a load. Again, I was using bulbs and resistors and whatever I got my hands on as loads. Not anymore. But with the added display, hopefully in a future video, this can actually be used to test batteries, power supplies and any other thing. Let me check something. Can I go into set? No, turn off. I was curious if it will allow me to, let's change more. If it will allow me to change the current level, the value while working, but no, it wants to stop, change and then go back on. Let's go to 1 amp draw from this battery. One amp run. So we are drawing 3 watts at the moment. I was curious if voltage will go a bit. I wonder why the first time it didn't directly start. You saw that this time it started instantly. Battery doesn't really care at 3 watts, it can do this all day long. But you see its voltage going down, so this is not a fully charged battery. This has been sitting idle for a good while. Going down, going up 29 degrees. Obviously at 29 degrees it's not even really warm. Quite silent, so the fans ramp up at the same time as the load. They don't go directly bonkers and maximum from the start, which is quite cool. on this end, these are light up, so you cannot put them in reverse. Even if you try, you see it quite clearly what's red and what's blue. I will show you the manual rather quickly. I will not go that much into details. Temperatures, where they consider it high or low. And I think, where is it? Not here. M01, it's the module with the control module with the display on it, so we can do more advanced stuff with this, more than a simple load. At the moment it's a simple adjustable load. Really smart one and nice, but simple, if we can call something like this simple. So I think I was right, constant resistance here, and where was the one that I didn't know? Over power protection, okay, and over temperature protection. Okay, got it. Can have firmware upgraded through USB Type-C. Internal battery 600 mAh capacity. Probably it's fully discharged because it was never used until now, and our lithium cell is going down, so I don't want to over discharge it. Let's because I didn't set, I don't know if this can have limit set, but most likely it can, but at least in the advanced modes when you have a display, but I didn't set any, so I don't want to over discharge that battery. More info right here. Resolution, for example. If you want a more accurate voltage reading, because you will have voltage drop on the wires, you can do this. So also connect the connector in the middle, basically. One will be actually load and one will be just control. Functions. Coarse and fine adjustment, yep, discovered that myself. I always like a tool where I can discover myself how to operate it without necessarily reading that manual. I don't like that I needed to read the manual to know how to power it on. That was a bit too much, but the rest of it, yeah, it's quite self-explanatory. Over current, over voltage. Okay. Wireless address, that's for communicating with the other unit. You can turn on constant full speed of the cooling fan. We do not want that. We do not need that for what we will be doing with this unit. The curves, how they look for constant current, constant voltage, constant resistance, and constant power. And work with MDP display control module. The advanced functions, battery test. Yeah. This one I want someday. And this, as you can see, much bigger display. You can set, come on, many more tests. Parameters and see much more information compared to the simple load display that we have here. Firmware upgrade, how to do it. A few issues and how you can solve them. Hopefully you do not need this part, and then we have other languages. If it wasn't already clear how small this is, you can see it on my palm. But yeah, let's take a quick look at what PCBWay has to offer on their website. And here we are on PCBWay.com. You can see here, you can have PCB prototypes, up to 14 layers for the moment. They can do PCB assemblies for you. They even have flexible PCBs with multiple layers, and in advanced PCBs up to 30 layers. And for CNC and 3D printing, they support a large variety of file types for input, and yeah, it needs to be only about 200 megs maximum, so that's the only limitation. And they can also make SMD stencils in various forms for you. And I've seen they can also do electronic design, basically from start to finish for your needs. So every single time I visit PCBWay.com, they add more and more functionality and they are able to do more and more. Okay, I have a weird setup here. Load directly connected to my PicTech power supply, trying to make sure nothing shorts in here. So get the wires out of the way. I'm set to 100 milliamps, 0.1 amps right here, 5 volts, constant voltage on the power supply. Why I'm already connected? I was playing with it and it remained connected, which is dangerous, but luckily this has short circuit protection and I did trip it a few times, so yeah. That's on. Let's run this little fellow. So we are getting about 0.5 watts. And it's drawing, it says 1.01. This says about 0.101, 0.11110. Jesus, I cannot freaking talk. Let me stop this. Okay. Press set and bump this up to 1 amp. Should we go to 1 amp? Yeah, both of them should be able to take this. Oh, the PicTech just dropped. That's interesting. And allow the damn PicTech to go to whatever is necessary. I was limiting the PicTech and it was entering its constant current mode probably too quickly. And now for sure I can set more. Yeah, that's it. So you see, you just don't have to be an idiot. Yay, obviously working. We are drawing 5 watts at the moment. Okay, cool. Let's allow it to draw more. 15 watts. And obviously you are not seeing it because I was focusing on something else. It was just user error, but I'm learning through my mistakes. Not the best way because you can destroy equipment, but okay, idiot must learn somehow. Go to 4 amps, stop this, let's go to 4 amps. Overpower protection. Okay, I guess. My bad. Nope. $50 watts. Woohoo! Look at it go. Are we getting some heat? Yeah, we are finally getting some heat. Cool. So 3.46 amps. Similar to that, more or less. Voltage, this shows 14.2. Could be voltage drop on the wires themselves. So the PicTech is outputting 15, but this is not getting 15 anymore through the wires. And this is ramping up. what was its limit? I'm wondering why it gave us the protection. I think we were over the limit of its current, honestly. That's my only explanation. No, it has 10 amps. We are not over the limit. Not really sure why it gave us that error. Overpower. Is the limit set to 50 watts? I think we have limit set to 50 watts, although this can do 100. Ta-da! Yep. Got it. It shows us voltage times power more than 50 watts. What are you doing? Okay, this smart little tool. User is kind of an idiot. Sorry about that. So yeah, I will learn. But I like to play with it. And it's still quite cold at 50 watts. For how long it runs, you barely feel anything on it. Awesome little tool. Let's ramp this down. I don't want to push it more than this does. Or do you want to push it to 100? Let me see. So, menu. No, long press menu. Over current. Ah, damn it. No, from this we need to do it over voltage. Over power. Yeah, it's set to 50 watts. Under voltage I need to set it to its minimum. Actually no, I will go to factory setting. Okay. Menu, and we are out. Long press menu. Over power. Set. Will you blow anything? Let's see. Won't we? So, let me see. Let's set this to 5 amps. More or less. Let's be here. Almost 5 amps. And if we go to 20 volts, we will almost get 100 at this point in time. So, let me see, this is still on, so should be able to... Oh no, I'm not set to this. Let me allow it to draw more. Go power. So we are at 46 watts, 47 almost. Ramping up. $100 watts. Oh, hey PicTech, allow me to go down. Yeah, it was hot, but not extremely hot. If I would have allowed it to run for more, yeah, it would get really hot. Cool. I like this little fellow, I really do. So, thank you very much for sending this unit in and supporting the channel. It will be put to good use in the future, and again I must say I really like it. Really cool. And yeah, as always, see you in the next video. And to turn it off, set and menu, hold them, shut down.